Welcome, everybody, back to the Crack the Code podcast today. Super excited to have with us Kjersten Berard. Kjersten has started her own foundation, and we're going to be talking a little bit about one part of it today. So Kjersten is the founder of the Rewired and Real Foundation with a mission of bringing awareness and funding to youth mental health and kindness initiatives, as well as supporting youth families, schools, and educators. So welcome, Kjersten.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
Super excited. I just think it's amazing what you've done and what you've accomplished. And I really want the listeners to know that, one person can make a difference. It's not like you're doing it on your own. You start and it just gets the ball rolling and you bring people along with you. I think it's really amazing.
Absolutely. It's that ripple of impact, right?
Exactly. So today I would like to hear a little bit about your Million AOK movement, the acts of kindness, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about that and how it got started.
Yes. So it was launched. This is our second annual year. It was launched last year. It's the Million AOK movement. So Million Acts of Kindness movement. We were in roughly 77 schools last year and created impact of over 100,000. So, I mean, unbelievable what we were able to do with just, 1 year, myself and my fiance. That was literally it. We reached out to districts and got different districts involved. Just unbelievable. So what it is it launches on November 13th, World Kindness Day, and runs through the end of February being Random Acts of Kindness Month. And collectively, we try to reach 1 million acts of kindness. We have all the materials for schools done for you. So we know teachers and educators are swamped right now with things to do. So we've created the emails that go home to families and the teachers. We have acts of kindness lists. We have trackers. Really, everything's done. And every student that participates gets a bookmark with a kind quote, as well as 2 kind cards. Last year, we handed out, or actually ran out of 26,000 of them. And we just collectively do acts of kindness. We are kind of going above and beyond this year, and we are getting other nonprofits involved, as well as businesses and families. We have an app now. So each month we're focusing on not only doing acts of kindness, but really bringing light to different causes and awarenesses that we can spread kindness to as well. We're doing different giveaways for families and individuals that participate. And then for our schools, we have monthly incentives and friendly competition between schools going on. So it makes it really fun, gets people inspired. And then we know that science of kindness, once you start doing acts of kindness, it just, has that ripple effect and just starts moving outward. So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And I mean, it's amazing just even how smiling at somebody when you're out and about can change their day. You think people are grumpy and you don't know what's going on with them behind the scenes. So some simple act of kindness to somebody could totally shift their whole day, and you have no idea really what that impact is going to be. So that's a super idea.
Thank you. Absolutely. That's what we tell our students too. I mean, this does not need to, you don't have to have money to do acts of kindness or do anything crazy. It literally can be smiling at somebody. I mean, there are definite multiple stories where that has changed somebody's entire day or life. So there's no act too big or too small. We really encourage people to just get out there, do acts of kindness, get those, endorphins going, those positive hormones that we know are linked to being kind, and spread that. We all need kindness. I think we can agree upon that.
What are some of the most popular acts of kindness that you hear about people doing?
I think typically it's the picking up the trash, holding the door for somebody, smiling at somebody. Those are very common, but people like to pay it forward too. So we've had, the paying in line for the person in front of you, behind you, that sort of thing is pretty popular. So yeah, it's a variety, just kind of depends on the person, the age, I'd say kind of makes a difference. Volunteering, making cards for our, police, fire department, and nursing homes has been really popular. So a variety, I'd say, but those are some of the
Yeah.
ones we hear about most.
Yeah. And I'm sure, I mean, especially with kids and the elderly, there seems to be a special bond when they do stuff like that. I've seen some really interesting videos of how it's improved both the younger generation and the older generation when they work together and just spend
Absolutely.
time together. Yeah.
I could not agree more. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So what kind of how does it work with the competition then between, is it between classes and schools? Just like how many acts of kindness they're doing?
So we have schools competing. So at the end, February 28th, you have to turn in all your acts of kindness, and we do a percentage. So we take in consideration how many students as opposed to how many acts of kindness. And then there's different grand prizes. So we have a grand prize of $1,000 for the school that does the most acts of kindness, then 500, and then 250. And that's really like, throw a kindness party. Think outside the box. Have your students and staff and faculty come up with something fun. There's a traveling trophy that goes, with the new school each year, and awards and such. So that's kind of the grand prize for the schools. And they all, any school that's involved competes. There's normally one head person that's the kindness champion of the school. Typically it's the counselor. So that person is the one uploading the different things into the app. But then we also are doing different fun incentives at school level where you can go above and beyond and post different acts of kindness at your school that the kindness counselor would do. And then you compete for different monthly things such as, new books to your library or gym equipment, just fun, different things that students right at the school can get excited about. And then for our families and nonprofits and individuals that want to participate through the app, we have different giveaways as well. So we kind of wanted to encompass everybody, not just our students in schools, but also individual participants and family members, where you can go on and each month, there's different tasks right within the app that you can do and upload or follow the directions, and we can track that right within the app. So it's so convenient and simple. And then your name goes into drawings each month for different giveaways. So just a fun way to get people involved and out there doing and inspiring others.
That's so awesome. So what's the name of the app if people want to download that and take a look at it?
It's Rewired and Real. So you just put that in, and then we have a code that we're sending out, and we'll get a notification when you log in, and then you pick the Million A-OK movement. And that's it. You follow the steps. There's a video that will walk you through, and we'll download all the activities when it starts on World Kindness Day, November 13th.
Cool. Okay. And then I guess they can also find the app from the website as well, because that'll be in the show notes. And they can, if they're not sure, they can just go from there.
Absolutely. So you can go to rewiredandreal.com. Under initiatives, you can click on the Million A-OK movement. You can register there. You can find the app information there, all of that right on the Million A-OK movement page.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Kjersten, for letting us know about that. It's super exciting. I can't wait to hear how many acts of kindness you get this year. And thank you for being with us today. I'm super excited to have you on for the next show. We're going to go into a little more detail of how the rest of your organization works. So I'll make sure everybody stays tuned for that one. But thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been fun.